So, my dear friends, this is Sundance, and it is very hard for me to speak again, which is quite awesome, or special after doing for so many years YouTube videos. But I have been to a silence monastery, a Buddhist monastery, here on the main island, on the mainland here in Thailand, where we are right now. And yeah, probably this was the most amazing experience in my whole life, honestly. It was already the 4th time that I've been here, but each and every time was so life transforming, so intense, that it brings almost tears to my eyes, honestly. Yeah, so I want to give you a little background on the monastery and on the thing I was doing there, and then I also would like to share with you my personal insights, 3 main insights I gained through this retreat, and also share with you a little audio meditation, which was actually the very first words I was speaking after 10 days of complete silence in the group in the last evening, sitting together in a room with 100 people. We were all in silence, and silence ended, and everybody could get up to the microphone and share from the heart what he wanted to share with the group. So these 3 things I wanted to share with you in this video. So first of all, to the setting of this retreat. It was a vipassana retreat. That means that the meditation form that is practiced there is a meditation form that has a long tradition here in Thailand, many thousands of years actually in whole Asia. It's called mindfulness of breathing, and the theory behind it is that in order to find more happiness in your life and more peace, that you just need to calm your mind. We have a monkey mind. The mind is always can think up to 1,000 thoughts a second. It's causing feelings, emotions, attachments, all sorts of things that bring disturbance to the mind and thus cause unease, dukkha as they call it, often translated as suffering, but it also just means just unhappiness. So my kids are loud back there. Ja, Romani, Ronja! Könnt ihr ein bisschen leise sein, bitte? Ronja! So, the thought behind vipassana is that you focus your mind and calm your mind by just concentrating mainly on your breath. You just watch your breath going in and out of your body. Just some very basic and short thoughts in regards to the settings of this retreat. You have a very simple little cell, like 3 to 3 meters, with a straw mat. It's a concrete bed actually, a straw mat, a wooden pillow and a mosquito net. That's all what you have in your room, and I was traveling really light and just had like 2-3 t-shirts and 2 trousers, and that was everything I took with me. You're supposed to have no books, no music, no video, no iPhone, no distraction at all, just nothing. You know, in free time you're just laying in bed and staring at the wall, basically. That's what I did, and kept on meditating. Then for personal hygiene, you have in the corners of the dorms that look like a square. Each corner you have these concrete bassins. They look like little pools, and they're meant for you to do your personal hygiene there. Never be naked. Also, you always cover yourself, and do the brushing your teeth, cleaning your body, and also the laundry. This is all done with those rainwater tanks. Then here is a little path I wanted to show to you, because it leads to this beautiful big old tree in one of the meditation halls on the sacred ground of this monastery. This open meditation hall, we used to do the Pali chanting of some Buddhist songs, ancient songs, powerful songs, and to the left hand side there is this pond with the little island, and this was my favorite spot for walking meditation. You can't sit the whole day, so you have to change between sitting and walking. You can sit from 4 a.m. till 9:30 in the evening, so you change between walking and sitting meditation. And my favorite place was to walk on this pathway to that island, because I always was looking on the water and thinking about the water, and the water was still, but every couple of minutes there would be a fish causing little disturbance on the surface of the water. So like a little wave in circles would go on the surface of this pond, and that always reminded me of my mind. I was always thinking that my mind is still like the surface of this pond, and now and then there just comes a thought up, like a fish is coming up and disturbing the clarity of this pond surface. But after a while it is getting still again. It's just it's just a thought. It's just it's not me, it's not mine. That was a nice analogy I always was thinking about when I was walking back and forth for hours each day on this pathway on that island. Insights, 3 of them. I had 3 main insights, and they were huge, and I didn't plan for them. I was going there actually just to I have 4 kids, and several businesses, and helping and serving you guys all every day of my life. So I was just looking forward to just plug out and be with myself and just spend some time with myself. So I didn't really had a strong goal other than maybe how can I become a better father to my kids, a better husband to my wife, a better friend to myself, and a better servant to the world, to all the people that I'm serving with my videos and with my talks and my services that I offer. But mainly I wanted just to give it all a break and become a better friend with me, maybe. The main insights I got, 2 big ones that are related with each other, and they were related to food and to sex. Because also you're not supposed to have any sexual activity, which is rather easy to me. I've been doing this many days and times in my life, but also no sexual thoughts and fantasies. So, and it was clear to me that I will have no sexual activity in those 10 days. But I was not sure about the thoughts. Thoughts just come, and actually this is also okay to have thoughts. But the problem always is if you get attached to them. You have a thought, is any thought. It can also be a thought about food, which is the same thing actually. You think about food, and it's just a thought, but then there's a nice food you're dreaming of. You put attention on that. It gets bigger, and you get involved, you get excited about it, and then you cling on to this, and then you want it. You want that food, or you want to have sex or sexual fantasies. And sooner or later you want to take action on these thoughts and these desires, these attachments you have. And if you can get them, you're going to get desire and satisfaction for a short period of time. And not really satisfaction, but you get. But if not, you're going to be unhappy, you're going to be suffering. So, and in order to, and that was one of the insights I got, and it is a disgusting one, I'm sorry to share it, but it worked so well for me. In order to let go of sexual attachment, whenever a sexual thought comes up, you just think of a dead, rotting corpse. That's the way it is. It worked brilliantly for me. It's also a Buddhist practice, so he was not making this up. This is a Buddhist practice that is taught in Buddhism in order to let go of sexual fantasies or attachment. So this really did totally the trick for me. And in the first couple of days, I always used that image, and I got rid of any desire. And by the later days, I was not even needing that image anymore. I could just easily refocus. Whenever thought comes up, I could refocus easily. So, getting free of any sexual desires if you know just a tiny little bit about man, I'm a young man still, is quite an achievement, isn't it? And I'm so happy. It was such a relief to not having to suffer from that any longer and just be freed from that for a while. You know, it's not going to be forever, and I know about this. I don't want it to be forever, but it was for at least 8 of these 10 days. I was totally free from any desire there, and that was the first very big insight: freed from any desire for sex. The second, and maybe even at least equal insight I had, was in regards to food, because I observed they had delicious food. The food was so good, always very simple, vegetarian, not raw food though, but plain rice, some veggies, cooked or steamed veggies with a curry, green curry sauce. You know, Thai food is so good, and lots of veggies and greens along with it. So I caught myself always, you know, and you just have 2 meals a day, so you don't get a lot of food there. Just a simple plain meal in the morning, and then 1 meal on around noontime, and that's that. So you don't have any more food for the whole day, to also get detached from this one. But I caught myself, because you're so bored and you're thinking about things, and I caught myself from 9, 10 in the morning on to think about the noon and the delicious food I was getting. And then I was eating the food and digesting the food, and it took me like 2, 3 p.m. to digest and to, so it was half of the day I was just dealing with food. And the interesting thing was I was not really hungry for it, but I wanted to eat. It was a nice distraction. It tasted well. It was, so, but I was not hungry. And so after, the second day, or actually the second day, I skipped breakfast. So I had just this 1 meal a day, no breakfast, just 1 meal. And on day 3, I ate too much. I was just going. I was not mindful really, and I was eating a little bit too much. Not too much, but a little bit more than I should. And I was already eating really small meals there. And then on day 4, I decided not to eat. And so it was for the rest of the days. Today it would be like day 12. So I haven't been eating now any food for 8 days, including today. I was just drinking water, and big amounts. So I had like 8 liters of water each day. And the first 3 days were really hard. I was so attached, and I was desiring, craving it so much, the taste and the sensation. And I also was getting hungry. And I was working out heavily. So we had the yoga in the morning, and after a couple of days I was doing my own routine. So I was really also working. I was not only stretching and yoga, but I also was working out heavily. I was pumping and doing push-ups and sit-ups and really soaking in sweat every day. So, but I did this for the whole 10 days, 2 hours of strong exercise every day, only on 8 liters of water. And I felt awesome. I still feel awesome. It's like I'm so clean and I'm so pure right now, and I'm so focused, and so thoughts are getting slow. I observe them. They're not just happening. I can choose. I can observe them very with mindfulness. So being released of the desire for sex and food was probably the biggest revelation I ever had in my whole life. I was doing fast before, but I never got over that desire. I was not eating, but I desired food, and I don't do this. So that left so much room from there on for the last days to do other nonsense with my mind, your mind always makes up something, which is also okay. It's its job to think and to create thought. The thing is always we're not supposed to attach, to cling on to thoughts. It's just a thought, it's just a feeling, but you're not supposed to run with it and to make it big and get attached to it. It's a thought. It comes and it goes. It comes and it goes. All impermanent, as they say in Buddhism, and it's so true. It's all impermanent. Nothing ever stays forever. Some very shocking news for you. Everything that is ever going to be important to you, everything that means something to you, it will be taken away from you. There's no doubt about that. You're going to die. Maybe you're going to die tomorrow. I'm gonna die, my kid's gonna die. You know, that was the hardest thing for me or the biggest thing for me to deal, you know, with that, and the love I have for my family. Also, just the love can be you can be attached to love and fear, you know, for your loved ones. But it's all impermanent, you know. Even the fear and the bad things, they're never gonna stay forever. So, yeah. And food and sex were my two biggest ones that I can actually say. But the third one I want to add in here is that I have the feeling that my ego just became so much smaller, because, you know, as there is nothing to do, no sensation, no music, no books, no. I was just, you know, in the little free time you have, I was just laying there and just staring basically on the blank wall, you know, and doing the choirs every day, eating so little food and getting up so early, doing a lot of exercise. It's just really making you so humble. And yeah, just to see my ego and the sense of being myself and all this what I think is me, and, you know, all to getting to really, like, even the body, you know, we're so attached to our bodies. But, you know, I was thinking it's not my body, it's a body, and you know, the food that you eat, or the air that you breathe and that goes in your lungs and goes through your veins, is the air your body? Does this belong to you? Is that you? The air is the food in your system, is that you? So, you know, we like to define the border of our skin as our body. This is where our body starts, on the skin. But the skin, actually, if you really see it microscopically, is totally, you know, things go through, in and out all the time. You know, you transpire sweat, and it's a very open organ. It's an organ, actually. So it is. If you really look at it closely, it's not so easy to say this is my body. These are my thoughts. It's not my thoughts. It's just a thought. I make it my, by I attach and cling on to it, then the illusion arises that it's me, that I'm thinking this. But this is not the truth. And to de-illusion myself was such a liberation. I would say this, it's all kind of one, these three insights, but the letting go, or getting rid, or at least shrinking, really destroying biggest parts of my ego, was another really big thing I got out of being in total silence. Yeah, these were my three biggest insights I got from the silence retreat. Again, I feel so good. I can't tell you. However, I will still start eating again pretty soon. It's 8 days. I think it's gonna be enough. I lost weight also, but in a good way. I could have lost anyway some pounds around my belly. Not too much. I'm not overweight or something, but I feel so much better right now. So yeah, these were the insights I wanted to share with you out there. And now I would like to share with you the moments when I got up after 10 days of silence in the dark meditation hall, sitting together with 100, almost 100, I think it was less than that a little bit, but almost 100. At the beginning we were 100 people. Like-minded people who had suffered so much in those 10 days together with me, sticking through to this. And the first words that were coming out of my mouth after those 10 days, these are the words I want to share with you. It's also a little guided meditation of appreciation. Yeah. And with these last words, or the first words of transcendence of myself, after these long days of silence and meditation, reflection, I want to end this video and just make sure that I'm gonna let you know I'll be back. I'll do more videos. It was the longest break ever. I'm also really interested to hear from you. What are your thoughts in regards to Buddhism and meditation retreat? Have you been doing, or maybe also my friends from the retreat? I was giving out my email, my YouTube address to a lot of people from the retreat. Please post down below here and let me know your thoughts. I read them all, and yeah, check us out also out on Facebook. I also gonna read and answer questions on Facebook. Yes, and now enjoy my first words after silence. Thanks so much. Kasandens. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Kasandens. I'm father of 4 kids, and my family, my wife and my kids and me, we kind of live already a little bit this Buddhist way of living, experiencing life, as we don't have really a home, we don't have a car, we don't have furniture, we just have a couple of suitcases, and we travel the world. And I'm really thankful for that, having that freedom, being a father to 4 children. Can't tell you how much I'm looking forward to hold them in my arms tomorrow again. They're waiting for me on Koh Phangan, and I'm very looking forward to see them. That was my thing. I was mostly meditating on the attachment, the love I have for my family, for my kids, and for my wife. I had one thought I wanted to share. This is just a question that came up, and I maybe I also understood this wrong, but a question in regards to the Buddhist teachings. And we were taught that we have to let go of our thoughts and also our feelings in order to just end dukkha and end the suffering on earth. And what does not really make sense to me, or what I am trying to understand, and maybe I will learn this, or somebody can teach me, or maybe I have just a different approach, and if I'm getting all this wrong, then I want to apologize and just forget about what I'm trying to say here. But also the feeling, all the negative feelings, letting go of all the negative feelings makes total sense, but there is something like unconditional love. There is love, true love we can share and give. And again, maybe I'm getting this wrong, but I feel that this love, that's not something I believe in the healing power of this love we all can feel and generate. And so I feel that this love can heal almost everything. And I'm thinking I don't have to get rid of all of this, or of the love so much, but maybe we can generate this, but it must be unconditional love, not stupid love, of course. It's like making a present to somebody where you put a lot of effort in, and you're just letting it go, you're giving it to that person, and that person is allowed to do with it whatever it wants. It can reject it or destroy it, or and you should be still feeling just fine and just giving and radiating this love. If it's that kind of love, I don't see that this is causing more dukkha in my life. So that's an internal thought I have here. I just wanted to share with you. And yeah. Now at the end, I was thinking I wanted to do a tiny little. I make sure it's not long. A little tiny meditation with you to just praise and appreciate us all here. So would you please close your eyes and just sit up straight. Sit up straight for once. It's the last time you're going to be asked this in this retreat, to sit up straight. And it's funny that it's coming from this German guy sitting up there, and I was leaning a lot against the post to just maintain longer concentration in my meditation. But please sit up straight. It's important for this meditation. And close your eyes and take a deep breath. Imagine that you have, from the top of your head, you have a string going up in the sky, and this string is holding your spine, so you're sitting really straight, taking a deep breath in, down in your belly is expanding, and you're exhaling it again. I want you to reflect and to think that you have been having doubts before you came here to this retreat, but you did it. You did all the 10 days. And as we normally race on so fast in our life, I want you to think to appreciate yourself. We all have been sticking through these 10 days, and it was hard for the most of us at times. So I just feel that it's time to appreciate yourself, to send some gratitude and feel some gratitude towards yourself. I would like you to make yourself now a little gift. Just bring a gentle smile on your face. Just smile towards yourself for having accomplished this. Sit up straight and tall, humble but tall, and know that you have done something really important for your life, and you've done well. Breathe that in for a second. Now imagine double yourself. Imagine you're standing next to yourself, and you're just gently bowing over yourself and touching you with your hand between the shoulder blades, and not speaking anything, but just appreciating yourself, giving some love to yourself. And breathe that love in. And hear yourself say, "You've done so well. I'm so proud of you." Now imagine that person that is standing next to you and having the hand on between your shoulder blades becoming your mama, or the mama, Mother Earth, who has been with you from the first day you've been here on earth and will be with you forever. This mama is saying to you, "You've done so well. I'm so proud of you." Breathe that in. Now imagine this picture becoming your father, your papa, or the Father, Father Sky, watching over you, giving you force and inspiration. Feel the touch of the hand on your shoulder blades. And just hear him say, "You've done so well. I'm so proud of you." Breathe that in. Now you feel all that love and that appreciation. And now know that you don't need nobody to love you or to appreciate you. It's not necessary. All the love and all the appreciation you just give yourself. So please return back to yourself and just breathe it in, breathe it out. Yes, thank you so much. And come back and open your eyes. Thank you, I really cherish having been able to share this with you, being here with you. I love my family so much. I love you guys so much. May you be well. May all beings be well. Thank you.